stick talk, MJ moonwalk, full clip, spit thick thoughts, brain spaghetti sauce. So what's the option? I'm that carpenter whose specialties in body coffins. Check the metrics, I have that reverence in the message. Dearly departed with a heavy heart, his death was a work of art. Heavy soul, hollow empty rig on the road, zombie episode. Reload for the headshots and load on her face. Shorty was a dead dot track.
What's up, internet? Brian Spillwell here on the infamous illegal Baghira now because of the new California exhaust law. We out here hanging out finally after I don't know how many days of rain. So figured we come out, do a little trail riding on the bag, test out these boots that my buddy gave me. But man, I'm definitely not feeling them. They're way too damn stiff. I fucking, the second I go to tap the brake, I'm just fucking, the weight of them just, whoa! So, I don't know if I'm gonna really like riding with boots at all. I'd rather just take the leg damage so I could at least feel the damn brake. But, we'll see how it goes. But yeah, oh my god, as you guys know, it's all over the news. The polar vortex, all this cold weather that, you know, we're supposedly not supposed to be getting because of global warming and all that bullshit. But man, it's freaking 45 right now, so I'm full of a bunch of jackets myself. But yeah, it's just been cold as hell. You know, they say it never rains in California. It literally rained non-stop in San Bernardino for days on end, and the first 2 days was just massive flooding. Like, oh man, it was crazy. I think they said we got like 7 inches. But, and you know, that polar vortex, whoo, negative 72. Oh man, I don't know how people were living out there. They said taking a deep breath warning, so yeah, I'm like so sketchy now to ride this bike just because of the new law. It's got everybody on pins and needles constantly. Yeah, so I wanted to bring this thing out, get a little trail riding in. Obviously, you know, I get a lot of questions, you know, especially on rides, and why I don't bring this bike out and why I don't stunt it and all that stuff. And you know, I was actually going to basically answer those questions in this video, you know, even though I'm pretty sure I've talked about it a little bit just in going over, like, when I did work on it, like how hard it is, you know, just to get parts for this thing, let alone, you know, stun it out and then be able to beat on it and be able to have a surplus of parts to go after. You know, with this type of bike being, you know, the Mz Baghira 660, a European bike that, you know, the manufacturer has been out of business for over 10 years now. So, you know, that alone tells you something. And you know, as the last 2 years that I've had it and done, you know, minor stuff to it, the parts list is just getting even shorter and shorter online. There was actually a website before in the UK, I forgot, but I was in contact with them. I got some parts from it. I don't remember, but there's a few things that I needed, like off the jump back in the day, that I ended up getting through them. But they don't even no longer exist. Like, so I wanted to just say, you know, with that being said, I really can't beat on this bike. Like, you got to think of it like kind of like an old Porsche and an old Ferrari. Like, you only take it out to do, you know, cruises and stuff, and trail riding, you know, I'm going to do that for sure, but stunting and as of like taking risks to drop it on the floor, that's just something I don't feel like doing. You know, plus it was a gift from somebody, so I'm kind of real careful with this bike, you know. I don't really know how long these motors are supposed to last. You know, there's not much research I can do online about it because, like I said, the info is just not out there anymore. So I'm kind of just stuck with this bike, you know, as is, doing basic maintenance and stuff like that. And plus, this bike's not set up. It's set up for stuff like this, you know. I put on these dual sport tires, you know, took off the supermoto tires for a reason, because I got, you know, rut stuff. I got stuff to hit the streets with. I got the Grom, I got the Gixxer, I might be picking up another bike, you know, by the way. And you know, this is what a supermoto is supposed to be for, you know, trail riding. Don't get me wrong, it's dope stunting them. I hear they're really easy to stunt, but this bike also is weighted differently. The motor is really low down in the front, and if you look at the frame, the clearance on the ground is, you know, slim to none. Oh shit, forgot how gangster this fucking hill is. Yeet. Just gotta do it. Yeet. Yeet. Too easy, drill sergeant. Too easy. Yeet. Woo! That was scary. Yeah, but see, this is like where this bike should thrive, you know. It's, you gotta think, it's a European bike. It was made for cold winters and all that stuff. Not meant for this California crazy heat. And another reason, the biggest reason, is cooling aspects. You're gonna be stunting, you're gonna get the bike hot a lot. Look at this fabulous design that I've talked about plenty of times. Water lines right next to the header, built to melt. I'll just say that much. And this is what I was talking about, how the frame's really low centered to the front. So to get this thing up, whew, you gotta do it. Actually, now riding with these boots for a few minutes, I see where I need them. Oh shit, I see where I need them. Back to the bike. Yeah, so I have my two stunt bikes, obviously, the Grom and the Gixxer, and like I said, I may be getting another bike. Who knows what that is yet? You guys will be finding out soon. But like I said, this platform, like I said, is set up for, you know, trail riding. And you know, the lack of parts availability, I want to keep this thing going for as long as possible, and I want to keep it in really good condition, because I mean, it's an okay condition for what I think. I mean, it looks cool, and it definitely stands out to other supermotos, so I want to just keep it like that, you know. So there's no reason to ruin it stunting and doing all that stuff when, you know, like I said, I set it up like this for a reason, to get out here and do stuff like that and hit some of these mountains, and this is the season for it. So, you know, why set it up for another stunt or another stunt bike when I already got two, you know? So I'm gonna leave it as it is, you know. And I've actually been talking to a few people online who actually have these too, and you know, been helping them with parts list and stuff of that nature. So it's kind of cool to reach out, you know, when you got a bike that rare, and be able to point people in that direction. And you know, basically, let me close this up. Gotta go back down the mountain, and your boy is afraid of heights, believe it or not. So the parts that I have on the bike so far are 5 Sigma, I believe, a jet kit. Oh my god, this shit's the scary part. Ooh. I got an EBC Stage 2 clutch kit, and 10% stiffer springs on here, which you can also get on eBay along with that carb kit. Redid the fork sills, which, I mean, you could kind of pick the weight that you want depending on your size. I'm a kind of a tall dude, but small at the same time. I'm 170 on a good day with these boots on, probably. You know, now that the holiday weight's gone, I'm probably even less. Jesus. Yeah, and I got also I got some upgraded, cooler racing radiator hoses from a Yamaha XR 660, like a 99 2000 era, because obviously I could not find OEM water hoses for this thing to replace when they overheated and popped. Oh shit. I could not imagine doing this on supermoto tires right now. That's how I initially got hurt, actually. I was out trail riding on supermoto tires and went into a rut, and this big old baby fell on me. So this thing obviously rips, you know, don't get me wrong. It's got the power to do the nasty, but like I said, this is what I want to keep it set up for. So to all the guys who always ask why I don't take this out to stunt rides and all that stuff, you know, hey, here's your answer. Although you will be seeing it now, since it's winter time. You know, it is the winter bike. I gotta try to come hit one of these one day. Actually, that one doesn't look that bad. It looks more flatter than the one I went up. Yeah, that one looks smoother. I should have tried to go for that one. And that's on this bike that you know, came with it from day one was a Scorpion exhaust. Now, I don't know if it's the exact one for this bike. I'm pretty sure it could just be a slip-on. I don't know, but it sounds good. It's loud as hell. Got that clap back. Like I said, one of my biggest concerns with this bike is, you know, with the lack of parts, is just keeping it rideable, keeping it, you know, available on the roster for when it's raining and muddy out, and I want to just go have some fun and do some hooligan crap, you know. Like I said, I don't need to be going wild on it. I got the bikes to go wild on, chilling at the crib, and I just want to keep this one, you know, like I said, chilling, keep it running, do the basic maintenance, because there ain't no rebuilds for this. And although it is a Yamaha Raptor 660 motor, it's not built the same. Like the way it's, like the motor set up, everything, it's completely different. So alright, well, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this video up. Like, subscribe, share. You know, if you got an Mz Baghira, you need any info on parts or whatever, anything I could help you out with, just holler at me, hit me up in the comments, I'll email you or something. And that being said, boy Brian Spillwell's out. See you guys on the next one.
So, hollow empty rig on the road, zombie episode. Reload for the headshots and load on her face. Shorty was a dead dot, traction control was never the motto. Alcoholic thoughts, never hard for her to swallow till that demon got you.